Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another process video. Today I'm going to be working with a cut file and I'm going to work on it two different ways. This cut file came from the shop that is owned by Gwen. It's called Cut to You, and I am not on I'm not an affiliate, I'm not on the design team. I am just someone who really likes supporting small businesses, and anytime I'm looking for a cut file, the first place I go to are all the little small shops. Now, this was the first time I ever went to hers online, and I have to say, oh my gosh, if you have not gone over there, definitely need to check her out because she had so many fun cut files. Like, I didn't even know where to start. Like, which ones do I get? So I had to kind of like hold myself back and say, all right, just focus on this layout, and then you can always go back and get more. So, and the great thing about her is she does ship them to your house. So if you don't have a cut file machine, but you want some of her cut files, she will actually ship them to you, which is so awesome. All right, so the cut file that I'm using today is called Oh Hello Sweet Summer, and I'm going to use the top half. So I had to cut it in half because I'm going to use it as a stencil. And the first thing I do is I grab some Heidi Swap Shine in Butter, and as soon as I kind of mix that up with some modeling paste, I realized that, wow, this yellow is so bright, way brighter than what I was thinking. So I ended up taking some Shimmers Vibes called Sunset Strip, and I mixed that up, and once I did that, it toned it down instead of looking like bananas. That's what the color looked like when I first started mixing the modeling paste. I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of a really bright banana. Anyway, so as I make, I'm spreading it all around. Now this is going to act differently versus a plastic stencil. I noticed that I needed to have a lot because that 1/2 circle, as soon as I scraped it across, it kind of took it off the paper. So I needed to kind of leave a very heavy, thick layer on that part where the circle is the sun. Now, when I go to lift it off, it is not completely 100% perfect, and that's okay. Mixed media never is, and I'm totally okay with that. That's the whole point of mixed media. It's supposed to have fun. It's supposed to be messy, and so I was really happy with the outcome, knowing that I didn't really have a real true stencil. I was just using it as paper. So I'm definitely going to do that again because this is the first time I've ever experienced that. So now I'm moving on to the second part of the cut file, and this is the title with the text that says Oh Hello Summer, or Oh Hello Sweet Summer. And I'm definitely going to leave in the description box a link to that cut file in case you're interested after this. So I ended up grabbing my gelatos. I haven't used my gelatos in a really long time. And I just, it seems like this whole summer I've really kind of wanted to step out of my comfort zone, do things that I don't normally do, and try different techniques that I haven't done. And so I've done gelatos before, but it's so rare that I hardly ever do it. So all I did was I took a little bit of water, and I'm just dipping my finger in it, and I'm just smudging that around to kind of create like a watercolor effect. Now, on the actual paper that I'm going to be presenting the layout, the one side is completely gessoed because my original thought was, oh, I'm just going to do the packaging technique. And so the next day I was like, you know what? No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do something different. And that's when like I said, I went online and I found a cut file, and I absolutely love the results. So once I get the title done, I thought, you know what, I've already got all the gelatos out. Let me just go ahead and do the same thing that I did for the title and go ahead and do the same thing for the sun. And I'm not using the sun for this layout, but you know what, it's already done and ready to go for me to create another layout with it. So once I get that all done, like I said, I did not gesso this whatsoever. There's no coating on it. But I noticed that when I got to the sun part, I didn't want it to be yellow because it already has yellow sun rays. So I went and grabbed my orange, and that first orange that I grabbed, I'm not kidding you, it was like a construction orange. That's what I thought of, like construction worker, like orange. And so I ended up finding a lighter one, and one thing I love about mixed media and doing this type of layouts is everything just kind of flows. Like, I feel like it's very stress-free. And I know that sounds silly, but to me, I feel like, mixed media is not meant to be perfect. I don't mind that it's not a complete crisp image of a sun. That's not what I want it to be. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna kind of tear off the edges of this. And I just that's how I kind of go anytime I do mixed media. Like, my thought process. And so even when I'm tearing the edges of that white paper, and it's not 100, it's not perfect, there's some unevenness, I'm okay with that. Now here I'm about ready to glue down the title, and at first I was going to use some Scotch Quick Dry, hence Quick Dry. I realized I'm only like 3 letters in and it's probably already dried, so I had to go, okay, what can I do that's gonna get some adhesive on really quickly? And I have to say, my Xyron is making its way a lot lately into my layouts. And this is the 510. They don't really call it that anymore. They call it, I think, Xyron Station or Xyron Create. I don't know because I already have it, but it's the same exact size as this one. It takes the same exact refill. So I run it through that. Now, the one thing about Xyron is it is extremely sticky. So as I was starting to peel up, it was kind of curving the title, and that's why I had to kind of lay it down where the title on partially onto the layout. So I had maybe less than a third of it on the 12 by 12 layout, and then I kind of peel back as I'm using my hand to kind of roll it out. Again, it's not even, it's okay. It's for the most part pretty much centered, but I'm okay with that because again, this is one of those free flow like layouts to me. But this is what I was going for, and so here I am. I'm like, okay, I want to add some cardstock to this, so I had to take my tacky glue and adhere it with that, because of the fact that on that, remember I said the white cardstock had gesso on the back because I thought I was going to do the packaging technique. But just like anything else, I'm going to also, well, not anything else, but all the other pages, they're also going to get glued with Scotch Quick Dry, because where my girlfriend lives right now, I just don't want anything to fall off the pages. All right, so this is the next day, and I was like, you know what, it's just really bothering me. I added ink splatters to it. I'm like, nope, I need more. And that's when I went to my cut file. I actually had one from the Silhouette store that had waves, and I'm just kind of creating my own waves because I just really wanted something in that space there. I thought of adding clusters, but it completely threw off the layout off balance. And sorry it's not in here. It was kind of me off, you know, like I said, in the morning time, just kind of fiddling with my layout, going, what can I do? And that's when I had an aha moment. Let's do waves, because here I already have a sunset, and I love the way it ends up turning out. All right, so then next I'm going to go ahead and put some of those letters back in the title. So it's just going to be the middle part. I'm going to pop them up with foam adhesive, and then I'm going to show you some new scissors that I just purchased recently from Close to My Heart. Oh my gosh, these scissors have a Teflon coating, and so when you cut into the foam adhesive, which normally when I did that with my cutter bees, they would get all sticky, it would all stick to it, and then I'd have to clean them off. These cut like butter and nothing sticks to it. They are amazing. All right, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this layout, and I hope that I inspired you to use your cut file differently. If you are new to my channel, I would hope that you consider to subscribe. I would love to have you over here, and you all have an amazing day. Bye.